Where is he? He turns around and he's like, oh shit, where'd everybody go? Come on, don't slow down now. He says, but I gotta take a piss. Limping weirdo. Yeah, as the days go by, he gets reminded a little bit more and more to be careful about his elevation. When we're getting treats, there's a maneuver. I've never been very demanding of my dog's treats or tricks for treats. So when he sits nowadays, he can only sit for like a second and then he lays down. I think he has like hip or something issues. Not issues, but just aging. I don't know. But you see, I really hate that because I feel like I might be doing that to him. Not like physically, but mentally, spiritually. But it could also, I don't know the level of consciousness in the dog. It could just be he's programmed that way and he's doing it to himself. I don't know. Maybe some dogs don't do it to themselves, and those ones don't lose mobility when they get older. I don't really feel like I have. The things that I do in my life affect me, but they always have. If you go for an all-day bike ride, the next day, if you've never really gone for an all-day bike ride, the next day you're going to be sore. If you do go for an all-day bike ride frequently, then you're not going to be sore. It's the way that things work. I don't know. I think that just living your life, you learn these things. What it seems to me is everybody is just persuaded that they don't know anything, that you can't figure it out. There's no way that I can know how to build muscle if I wanted to build muscle, or lose weight if I wanted to lose weight. There's so much science involved with it. And I'll tell you what, just because I said it, and it's so easy, I'm going to tell you how you lose weight is you just don't eat as much. Eat anything you want to eat. But there's a limit to it. So if you want to eat cake, but you don't want to gain any weight, then you can't eat more cake than you work off. This is simple. I would think of your body more of the possibility of being a filter than needing to be filled, you know? It's just we can take these things into us. They can do things for us. It's not the way that it's designed to be, you know? When you build things like a model, when you fix things like a car, they have these things called, well, it's a name brand, but it's a popular name brand, so you'll probably know what I mean when I say it. But when I say like a Chilton's manual, or there's another one, I can't think of it right now. But anyways, they give you a description of how to, yeah, this way, you're right. How to fix a car, how to take a car apart, how to do the maintenance on a car, when the maintenance is supposed to. It's like an owner's guide And people think about it as like a repair manual, but I would say that you should know all these things and you should be treating your car all these ways so that you don't get taken for a ride. If you don't know anything or don't even try to know anything about your car, how it works, well, what I just said is relying on somebody else. But if you are taught those things by somebody else, then those are the building blocks, and you'll have an understanding where you can go forward and teach yourself your own courses for a detailed thing of what you want and what you require from your endeavor. You know, there's people that go and buy a thing called a portal axle, and I think that's a really cool thing. They come on Unimogs, and Unimogs are big, oversized trucks, and they're 4-wheel drive, and I think they're German or something, I don't know, but Dutch, maybe that's the same thing, I don't know, doesn't matter to me. Anyways, they got popular because of the ground clearance, and they could drive them off-road for building roads and things like that. Well, it's just a box with some gears in it, and depending on the size of the box, you could even change the gear ratio if you wanted. Come on, I like to go this way. They take a transfer case, which makes the 4-wheel drive, takes the power from the transmission going to the back wheels, and it sends it forward. But that can also have a reduction in it, and it changes the rear wheel gearing also. So when you put it in 4-wheel drive, you can put it lower than regular, and I think even regular is different, but I don't think it has to be. I had somebody do it for me because I don't want to learn on something that I need, but I had the low range gears changed in my 4x4, so instead of a low range, which is more for people to use in a less industrial manner, it goes to ultra low and it gives it a lot of power so that it can turn those big wheels, and the big wheels will just go. It'll climb over stuff just idling. But to go like 30 miles an hour, you have to be in 5th gear, 6th gear. So I am losing my whatchamacallit, my true low gear, but there's not enough room to put a second transfer case on my Rocky. They do that to some 4x4s, which accomplish the same thing. I think you could just do it with 2 regulars, you know, but you could do a regular and then swap it out so that you have low and then ultra low. So you'd have a regular low and ultra low, regular low and a 4 low and a 4 high, and then you could have a 4 low high or a 4 low low. Or you could have a 4 ultra low high, 4 ultra low low. Would you do okay? When you watch those things about the Lego gear reduction things, it takes more and more power just to run the gears. So, I mean, there's some kind of formula there, but being as I don't want to do the math, you could do the math and not do it wrong. But I'd rather just build it and see what happens and then adjust it either way. And is it strong? I don't know. Go the other way till you break it and then do it again and then go the opposite way till you break it, and now you know the parameters and find the sweet spot where it doesn't break get the most performance and it breaks the least. This all seems to me like regular stuff. So anyways, I don't know. A friend comments and I read every comment that I get, and I go to any video that I'm watching. I'm probably interested in it, and I read all the comments, not all of them, but I go through the comment section for sometimes longer than I watch the video, and it's really informative. But you have to weed through it. You have to kind of take the good and the bad, and even the bad, you can't really just throw it out. You can't just throw it out just because you don't like it. So it makes for some fun watching, but the things that they show me aren't really like YouTube offers me. They're really benign, and a lot of the times, and it could be because of so many channels that I've had in the past would get deleted. It could be that, but I see all these things, like all these videos that I've already seen, and they should know it, I feel. So they recommend the same videos over and over and over again. And I know for a fact that actually, I gotta explain this. So there'll be a guy, and he looks like you and me, just Joe Blow. No agenda or anything. Just kind of have fun on the internet in his hobby. And he'll have a channel, and he'll say something I don't agree with or I don't want in my life, and I back out and I say to YouTube, do not recommend videos from this channel, because there's so much stuff out there. I don't want to see it anymore. This guy is gonna make titles to make me want to watch it, and I don't really pay attention to the people's names all that often. So to keep myself away from wasting time, because I'm not scared to watch any of their videos. I could watch them, but it'll just be me at 5 minutes in going, what's your obsession with the word planet, or some bullshit like that, and I'll leave. So I'm just trying to save myself time. I'm not scared to hear it. There is nothing out there, and if you got it, go ahead and tell me, but you'll probably be offended if I try to pick apart what you say. But there is no proof for the globe And there's just a bunch of like, oh, well, I guess it could be. But there is no there's no debunking the flat earth. It's flat. You can't really prove that it's not. This whole thing with the upturned edges and it's a plate, I don't know. I think that's flat. I think it's kind of just trying to twist the words around. And the whole plate rising up thing, that sounds ridiculous to me. It actually, yeah, I think that's ridiculous. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, a friend was talking about robots, and I think that's interesting. And I guess, Elon, I'm not saying that we shouldn't pay attention to him, but this whole like Donald Trump, the time traveler, Elon is in the book and he's this and that. I've seen, and I'm pretty sure that everybody else has seen it too, because it's not hidden. I don't know. But the story of his rise to power, the dude's a fucktard. Fucking evil piece of shit. He's fucking crazy. And he comes from this weird shit. And the robots that they want to bring, they're not going to be like iRobot type thing, you know, the movie with Will Smith. That's so far off. I don't know. From us having it. It seems like those Boston Dynamics robots and Google robots and all that shit. They seem good, but I really don't. I mean, those things are super fucking dangerous. But, you know, so is a helicopter. So is a gun. Monkeys can have guns. We could train monkeys. How much does a monkey cost? So, I don't think the robot thing is a thing. I don't think a person like me, a cog in the wheel, not a drive unit or anything like that, you know. Well, maybe my analogy is stupid. One of the support team, like me, one of the slaves, I guess that's the only way to say it. One of the slaves like me is not gonna have a robot. I saw a thing where they're talking about $20,000 for a robot that can't do any tasks, and well, it's supposed to be able to do tasks, and supposedly to train it, you can set up times, like you want your robot to learn how to do the dishes, and so you set up a time where somebody becomes a virtual dishwasher. So it's like they put on those virtual reality headsets and then they wash your dishes for you with the robot wirelessly over your internet connection. And so this person is assuming your robot's body and then washing your dishes, and they still can't really do it right. It's kind of a frustrating thing, you know, the what they say it is and what it really is. Just think about what you heard of things coming from China, and that's what you'll get. This is the story that is AI and robots. AI is like what I've always said it is, and what they've always said it is. Yeah, I guess in the fine print, I don't know. I don't really even look at any of these things for a robot. Why would you want a robot? If it was actually like something on the TV show or anything like that we see, you don't want that. They're talking like, the good thing about Star Trek is their medical advancements are really high up there, because they got a fucking android walking around backhanding people. The thing's as strong as 10 fucking people. It's like a gorilla fucking backhanding you and you fly across the room. You're fucking dead. You're dead. The robot fucking grabs you by the arm and pulls you towards it. Your arm just came off. Not because you were fighting it or anything like that, just because you weren't ready, and it was just the sheer weight of your body was more than what your joint could take. Because you weren't making a muscle to hold it in. That's the way we work. It's gonna destroy us. These things will beat us up so fucking bad. Not even with the intention to beat us up. But just think if it did have the intention to beat us up. Have you seen the dog things with the guns on them? I don't know. That seems pretty fucking scary to me. Could you... I wouldn't even... If there was an attack dog, could you try reasoning with the attack dog? You could try to give it a bone or something like that. But what if it was like beat every time that it had a bone like that, and it thinks that you're gonna beat it, so it just fucking kills you. You give it a bone and it kills you. It's like they never give it a bone. It's like it thinks that you're attacking it and it kills you. You can train it any way that you want. I don't know. I mean, AI, it does jobs. It'll do jobs. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there that don't. But I wouldn't have it write any kind of papers for me and not check them. I mean, the people that would be lying to us about society, they use AI. And look at this. What are you doing? Oh, get him. Sleep side. Get going. By his face. Come here. What are you doing? Don't chew that. That leash costs $6. Come on. Come on. All tangled up. Quit it! Stop! Stop! Good girl. There's a moose around. She's showing off for the moose. Woo! I got a sweatshirt. I got a hoodie. I got my insulated coat, Eddie Bauer coat. Holy shit, fucking sweating my ass off. Oh my god. Well, another thing that they were telling me about was the universal wage, and I don't know, it seems weird about that kind of stuff. Dog's just walking and pooping. You gonna do it again? One more coming. Boop boop. You see the tail? He doesn't usually lift his tail up. He used to, oh, he's got a wonderful tail. And he used to have that thing so tight, it'd be like a donut on his butt. Good boy. I think when they get old, it's harder for them to curl it. I thought it was natural. Look at Yuki, she's got her tail all curly. She's got the side curl. He's got a donut. Oh, it's snowing. You see, you know what? This, you could call me a nut job, and you probably already do. But yesterday, I was driving the car, and I look over, and there's all these like city municipality workers trucks, and they all look like they just had their plows put on them, and it's like they were going somewhere to go plow. And if you've watched any of my videos, you'll know that these suckers, they ain't never on the ball. I don't understand that. And the thing that went through my mind was like, what do they know? Why are they getting the stuff now? Nobody plowed anything. We got all this snow that you see right now, and nobody plowed anything. All the parking lots have a pack of snow in them. If you have to do like a cart or anything in it, it's all bullshit. So it's like, that right there shows me that everybody knows that it's out of the ordinary to get snow this early in the winter. Even though when I was a child, we had it well before this and more of it. But anyways, they are actively doing things with the weather, and they might not tell those guys in the trucks what the fuck they're doing, but they know when to send those guys in the trucks to go do their job. And it's not for us because they're gonna send some snow to us. It's so that they can do it in the most cost-efficient way. That's the reason in Anchorage why they never plow the streets good, and those fucking sidewalk sweepers. Actually, that might be part of Agenda 2030. But those sidewalk sweepers are out there 24/7, just in force, full force, doing the sidewalks up. Not the fucking roads, but the sidewalks. But then they don't do the sidewalks where people need them. Because I remember when we had all that snow, people were sliding under buses and sliding into roads because they had to walk up and down 4-foot high sledding areas. I mean, snowbanks. Ooh, that airplane fuel stinky. Yeah, I don't think anything that we're gonna like is gonna come from leaders. I would say that anarchy is the way to go. And yeah, if you want it, you should make it. At this point in our life right now, you can have anything that you want without making it yourself. And it's kind of softening everybody up. And I'm sorry, but I can't make them be anyway. But they're gonna perish. The softening is by design. They don't want you to have big TVs and shit like that for entertainment purposes. The robots are hooked to the internet. People get mad about Alexa and those what's her Siri and all that fucking bullshit. They're always listening, trying to sell you stuff. Oh, let me go back to that robot that they made. That's $20,000, and supposedly, I mean, you don't have to believe it. I don't believe it, but supposedly they lose money on every robot. But the person making the video was like, "Well, that doesn't make any sense. So they must be making money somewhere else." And it turns out that it's just a fucking bullshit shell. It's like a fucking stuffed animal made in China or India or something like that. Not like it's bad. Just you know, do your homework. It is bad. Those people aren't bad, but anyways. And it's for the AI. It's for data collecting and getting you to train their AI. All that stuff for free. They have to pay people to do that usually, but they're gonna have you pay them to have this stupid robot that won't do anything in your house, learning information that they can sell, and then you're also programming the thing too. All right, I'm not getting one. But anyways, I gotta go. I'm standing at the car and I'm cold. Now I'm cold. Go figure.